What's up, YouTube? Just got off work. Stopped at my buddy Aaron's house because I had to pick up a steering column for the 240, and I will show you all whenever I get home. Okay, finally home. There was a lot of traffic because of the rain, but I will go ahead and show you all why I had to get a shaft for the 240. Okay, on a technicality, I did not have to get this column, but the 240 steering column does not have anything. It's basically just bare metal, and it's just the little shaft and all that. And the end of the column is stripped really bad. I could, take like a little angle grinder, because I don't have a tap into IKEA. I could take an angle grinder and cut the threads back, but I got this for a really good deal from a friend. So I figured I would just go ahead and buy it, since it has all the plugs, the wiper, blinker, headlight, all that stuff, which I really won't use much except for, obviously the wiper. But he said he couldn't find the key, but that's okay. I'll probably just end up putting this on a push start, race car stuff. But it already has, like, the one in mine doesn't have any of the springs. It doesn't have any of these pieces. It's literally just the rod that runs through here and then the case, and that's it. So I figured I would go ahead and just get the whole thing, since I got it for a pretty good price, and that would save me the hassle of having to find all this and stuff like that. The Lexus is also in here. I had a problem where there was an extended crank and then it would start. I was guessing fuel pump, but I also forgot that these have this. It's a fuel pump control. It's like a relay, little ECU box, whatever you want to call it. But they have these, and these cars are notorious for these going out. So basically, the common fix, so you don't have to put this back in there or buy another one of these. Common fix is there's two wires on here that have power, and you make a little jumper wire, go from one to the other, bypasses that whole thing completely, and then you don't have to deal with this piece of crap no more. Also haven't been filming it because it's very tedious, but the kit for the Lexus, I have that all patched up. Probably looks like crap. I don't really care. I have most of the Bondo done on that one. I just have to finish sanding it down. That one was actually really good. I just had to do Bondo on one side right there. The rear bumper is actually really good, except for that piece right there. So I might end up making a piece of fiberglass right there, because it's supposed to look like that right there. And then a small update on the 240. I got some bed liner and coated all of the underside of this, and even a little bit back here. Coated all that just for extra protection. Also sanded and hit a couple spots inside, right there and there. I'll probably hit that one again, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw the new steering column in. Okay, these columns are not that bad. You could see bolt right there, that go right there. I didn't have those in. And then there's two studs down there. But this essentially just has to come out really even. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but it has to come out really even, drop pretty good. There's also 3 tins, one right there, and one right there. That holds the, I guess you could call it like a rubber protector or whatever, so water and stuff doesn't get, like a seal essentially. And if you were taking the whole thing out like I am, there's going to be a little 12 millimeter right here. Pop it out, give this some wiggle. If it doesn't come out, easiest thing to do, just take you a small pry bar, whatever, get in there and open this just a little bit. And then I just pulled from the inside, and this popped right out. Okay, it is in there. It's really hard to film and do something that requires 2 hands. So sorry I can't really get any clips, but I didn't tighten it all the way because where it has no key, I can't turn the eye shaft because the column's locked. So I didn't put it in there yet. So we will figure that out if I have to. I'll see how I can take that apart and take the lock off for the key, or just call like a locksmith or a key maker or whatever and get a key made for it. That's no big deal. Well guys, I kind of jinxed myself with the Lexus being in the garage. I did have the front clip off and I was testing the bumper, test fitting it to trim it and everything, and I will put a picture up. But I did that fuel pump ECU little bypass that's behind here, and the fuel pump does kick on. The day that I did that, I let it run for a little bit and it was fine. I shut it off, didn't start it for about 2 days, and now it just cranks, doesn't start. I know it has fuel, but it's not getting spark. I tested the igniters are fine. I made sure that all my sensors are getting signal, and they are getting signal. I made sure that all my sensors were plugged in and good. This is an OBD1 car, so you can't really plug it into a scanner and check for crank signal, stuff like that. But I did go ahead and pull out the ECU. I don't know if you can see in here, but right there, the capacitors have leaked, and I did look this number up, and I'm pretty sure this will make it not fire at all. But capacitor leaked, so I'm gonna have to probably get another ECU or send this one out to get rebuilt. There's also a little mark on that right there. That's dark, but that is the main problem of why this is not getting any spark. I did look up online this number right here. It's hard to see, but it's 24410. You have to make sure that that number matches. You give them your VIN and they program the ECU, and I think that's what I might do. So the Lexus is going to be down for a while, so I'll have to be driving this. I really don't want to, and I really shouldn't be, because my insurance limits me at 5,000. I've only drove it 1,000 since then, but 5,000 miles a year. So sadly, I'll have to put more miles on this. But until I can get this fixed, that's the only other thing I can drive. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I will keep you all updated on my Lexus.